Hey guys, this is the Chief here. It's important information here. I'm watching the Channel 13 news in Texas and Houston, ABC News here, and they are actually taking people when they get off these boats from the southeastern or eastern part of, or in the bayou area, and they're bringing them up on these boats, and they're getting to either the north part of the area or the northwest part of Houston, and they're taking these people to Walmart, and that's where they're staying at. Are you kidding me? Is that what they were doing? They were preparing for these things. So I told you, little by little, they're going to do this. They're not going to do it all at once. They can't do it all at once because of the backlash that they'll have from everybody. So it looks like it's begun. And Walmart, that closed in January 28th in Texas, there were 29 stores. 3 of them were in the area right now that they're using right now. 15 more stores, or more stores actually have closed. There's probably more than that. There's like 31 stores, or 27 or 29 stores right in Houston area itself or something like that. But there are some still open. They're moving stuff to other stores that are closer to the flood areas on Walmart. So they're closing some and moving some, and they're putting people in the Walmart. How do you like that? For predictive programming, like exactly what we were talking about. It's happening, and that's not a bullshit. I'm watching it live on ABC 13 in Texas, in Houston right now. Just go live right now. They just took some people off the boat, and they took them to Tidwell Road, and the buses were taking them from the boat to the Tidwell Road Walmart Supercenter right there in Jersey Village, and there's other ones that are being used too. So there you have it. there's your temporary FEMA camps. Remember what the FEMA camps that we were talking about? It's true. Not all these Walmarts are closing for that, but some of them had to close because of the flood area. So what they did was they took the supplies and they moved it to the areas where they needed it, where the Walmarts were closed. So right now the whole area is under a federal emergency. The whole area is being controlled by FEMA now. And we know how they did it. So do you know the storm was orchestrated? We know Walmart had something to do with it, and they always do have something to do with every skanky thing that goes on behind the scenes here to the citizens. And they're killing the rights of people. They might be selling you all the food, but they killed the business here, for one. They're underhanded. They make cheap-ass products. They ain't worth a shit. They don't care about America, and all their stuff is being imported from places where they don't pay anybody. And they just abuse people that make their stuff. So, I mean, they're terrible, man. Walmart's terrible, guys, and they're involved in this little psyop here in Houston. Not a psyop; it's false flag at this point. There are people dying now. So, like I said before, these news stories, the news stories are all the mainstream news stories are fake. I just showed them to you. There's more than one of them. They're happening all the time. And that's pissing me off because this event is real that they caused, and there's real people suffering, and you're not looking and you're not seeing that part. Only seeing on the mainstream media, all you're seeing is a bunch of mocking, a bunch of bullshit and symbolism like I showed you from the Masons. They're not really doing it on live TV. And the real people behind the scenes are doing all the work and not getting any of the credit. So that's how it works. And that's how this whole storm has been working. So Walmart's involved. And I'll just read this to you. H-E-B stores also that Walmart are connected to, the H-E-B stores are also involved, and they're all closing. So this was an easy convenience to close all those stores, wasn't it? It says here, dozens of H-E-B and Walmart stores remain closed in Houston, and this is coming from the mysanantonio.com. I'll leave the link. Dozens of H-E-B and Walmart stores, because Walmart purchased H-E-B, guys, remain closed in Houston and the Gulf Coast area as Tropical Storm Harvey continues to pound Texas with a torrent of rainfall. At least 30 H-E-B stores, including 25 in Houston and 87 Walmart locations and distribution centers with 31 stores in Houston, had closed throughout the state of Monday afternoon, the company said. Retailers have struggled to get emergency services and supplies into Houston, which has seen almost 33 inches of rainfall. They had to put the 33 in that store, didn't they, since Friday, according to the National Weather Service. But the companies have mobilized emergency response units and stock of emergency products to their other areas affected by the storm. Convenient. And guess when they had all that done? They had it done yesterday. Isn't that nice of them? They had it done by early this morning on Monday. All the shit was moved from the Walmart stores that were closed to the ones that needed it. You tell me they didn't prepare for this shit? Come on. HEB has deployed more than 15 disaster response vehicles, including the company's 2 mobile kitchens, water and fuel tankers, trailers, and direct response units, which include, they're all, what did I tell you? During times of emergency, these retail stores become suppliers for the government. They become paid immediately. As soon as they sign the emergency order, these companies get paid for it. They become service clowns, service, just absolute service whores for the government. That's all they do. They're not going to lose money because they're going to get paid off 3, 4, 5 times the amount. They're creating money, and right now Walmart is blowing up. They're probably going to make $200 billion off of this. So this was, like I said before, part of the psyop. They scratch each other's back, and it gets paid back to them. Response vehicles, including company's 2 mobile kitchens. San Antonio supermarket chain has served meals to about 4,000 people through its mobile kitchen. And he filled 35 prescriptions. Ooh, wow. HEB is waiting for road conditions to improve before sending a mobile kitchen. HEB's entire executive team, along with employees at the company's headquarters in downtown San Antonio, were dispatched to stores in the San Antonio area last week. I'll read that again. HEB's entire executive team, along with employees at the company's headquarters in downtown San Antonio, which Walmart owns, okay, HEB, were dispatched to stores in San Antonio area last week to bag groceries, stock shelves, collect shopping carts as shoppers prepared for the storm to potentially hit the Alamo City. I mean, you can't leave well enough alone to create a storm and havoc and get all the energy from people who were told not to go anywhere but just stay there. Now they're told to help. What are you doing? Help, people, help. These people are absolute insane monsters, okay, that are trying to program everybody. They're sick. All right, they show up last week. What? They showed up on Friday, I guess he's talking about. Thursday or Friday during the storm, or Wednesday, who knows? They just showed up last week to bag, here, let me bag some groceries because we're getting ready to fuck you up. You know what I mean? What kind of shit is that? That's mocking again. That's all that is. That's what they get. They get that energy off of that crap. They went and stocked shelves and bagged groceries last week at shopping carts. The shoppers prepared for the storm to potentially hit the... This was before the storm even happened. These are the same idiots, the executives. Remember I told you about that little executive meeting at Wednesday that they knew about the 60 inches and didn't warn anybody? Wow. What a setup this was. Massive murder. This is like a murder. That's how I look at it. It's like a mass murder. The company's executive team book ended a meeting scheduled for Saturday with shifts at area stores weathering heavy crowds, said Tina James, HEB Senior Vice President of Human Resources. James bagged groceries at the San Antonio supermarket chain's Lincoln Heights. While we didn't close any stores in San Antonio, we were wiped out, James said. San Antonio customers got really excited. So did they when they sold everything that they had. Bill Anderson, Vice President of HEB's San Antonio Food and Drug Retail Division, headed to Corpus Christi Sunday to reopen the company's 10 stores there, which had closed Friday in anticipation of the hurricane, but we're up and running by Monday. Aren't you lucky? Walmart has shipped 795 trucks of emergency supplies to the company's stores in the South Texas region, with 478 having already reached their debt. I have a feeling this is going straight across the country here. This is one massive false flag that's going to create billions of dollars. And Walmart's right there to benefit them, Home Depot and all the rest of them, Target and all of them. They're all providing services. Like I told you, they signed a contract for it. So all that shit was true. All that bullshit that they talked about, all the shit was going down in Walmart. And they were fixing and they were lying, they were closing stores. They opened up a new store and a year later they closed it and didn't tell anybody. Oh, I'm sorry, we had some problems. No, it was a brand new store. Walmart is focusing on stocking stores in cities along the evacuation route, including Waco, Temple, College Station, with goods, company spokesman Reagan Dickens said. The company is also trying to set up supply distribution points for flood victims at George R. Brown Convention Center throughout the city, Dickens said. Here we go, Convention Center. We got these FEMA camps flying. We got the processing centers going now at Walmart. We're on full-fledged total Agenda 2030 here, guys. Absolutely full-fledged. Let's get over here to another. I have another one here. San Antonio shoppers scramble. Walmart store closings. Walmart store closings. List of Texas closings. On January 28th of last year, 2015, I'm sorry. I think it was. They closed in a total of 154 store locations in U.S. are slated for closure in Texas. 29 stores. In Texas, 29 stores were among those. This is Walmart, to be closed by January 28th. And let me read the date on this. It's 2016. All right, so this is 2 weeks before it happened. Today's actions files a 3 review of Walmart's nearly 11,600 worldwide stores that took into account a number of factors, including financial performance, as well as strategic alignment with long-term plans, the statement reads. And plumbing problems. Remember, don't forget that one. Company officials noted the impacted stores represent less than 1% of the both. Yeah, because they're going to use them. They're not going to lose shit. They're just going to transfer the money somewhere else. But for employees who company calls associates, the revamped business plan will potentially result in mass layoffs. Oh. It told up to 16,000 workers in 2016. There's symbolism. Affected 10,000 of them in the U.S. Total of 154 stores, 29 in Texas. And on that list, guys, is Austin, Brownsville, Bryan, Dallas, Frisco, Houston. Okay, so there's 2 of them. Raymondville, South Lake, I believe that's another one. Additionally, 20 Walmart Express stores are closing statewide in Anson, DeKalb, Deanna. Listen to this. Edgewood, Frankston, Godley, Grandview, Haskell, Hughes, Italy, Kent, Leonard, Lone Star, Maud, Merkel, Naples, Palmer, Spring, Wascom, Whitewright, and Winters. Company officials noted more than 95% of U.S. stores slated for closure are within 10 miles of average of another Walmart location. It's very convenient. So you can transfer people in one and sell stuff to the other, to the Army. As a result, efforts will be made to transfer displaced employees at alternative store. Well, that's not going to be a problem. We have jobs for you, don't worry about it. We got a whole shitload of $9 an hour jobs. And we don't want to pay that. They're paying fucking people probably $2 an hour in other countries. Bangladesh. For workers the company can't transfer elsewhere, they will be given 60 days worth of pay and severance. Oh, here's 2 months worth of shit. Get out. We have fucking trillions. The decision to close stores is difficult, and we care about associates who will be impacted. Oh, stop it, Doug. Doug McMillan, president and CEO of Walmart Stores Incorporated, said in a prepared statement. In a prepared statement. Man, this whole thing is a freaking joke. Everything's prepared. We invested considerable time assessing our stores and clubs. Don't take this lightly, McMillan added. We are supporting those impacted with extra pay and support. We're giving them more than they deserve. Get out of here. And we will take all appropriate steps to ensure they are treated well. Well, God bless you guys. Thank you, Walmart. You saved America again. All right, guys, this is the chief. We see what's going on here. It's an orchestrated storm. Walmart's benefiting, Home Depot's benefiting, all the people that signed that contract we told you about that are going to help the government and Homeland Security during these emergencies. This was a setup. This is why they were doing it. They were even trying to lie to people about it. And then they had to put out the information because they were caught. Because they're fucking stupid. And most of the people that shop there are stupid because they don't even think about what we talk about Walmart. They could care less. As long as fucking Twinkies are fucking 2 for $2. You hear me? That's it. Fucked up. That's what's wrong with this country. God bless everybody. Have a good night.